head spinning through the speakers. Soft static wrapped around your voice. Everything sounded warmer back then, before we learned how to destroy it. The apartment smelled like burning incense and cheap wine on a Sunday night. You leaned against the kitchen counter, bathed in amber light. Your laughter echoed through the tape hiss, like a memory trying not to fade. Every kiss felt slightly distorted, but somehow perfect that way. We danced slowly in oversized sweaters, bare feet sliding across the floor. Old soul records mixed with silence while the rain knocked at the door. Maybe in our low hearts break softer, maybe flaws make love feel real, because the cracks inside our story still sound beautiful to me. Our love sounded better through cassette tape, warm and blurry like a dream replayed. Every heartbreak wrapped in static, every goodbye softened by the fade. Your voice melted into the music, like smoke floating over old melodies. Now every vintage love song haunts me with echoes of what we used to be. The tape slowed down near midnight, your head resting against my chest. Streetlights glowing through the curtains, like the city trying to let us rest. You trace hearts across my denim jacket, while the bassline moved real low. And for one perfect moment, I believed you'd never go. Maybe digital love feels colder, too sharp, too clear, too clean, because I still miss the imperfections that made us feel infinite. Our love sounded better through cassette tape. Now the silence cuts without the haze. Every memory plays in loops like holograms trapped in yesterday. And somewhere beneath the static, your ghost still sings along softly, like a song the world forgot, but I never could leave behind me. Cassette clicking near the ending, rain fading with the dawn, but your voice still lives inside the static, long after you're gone. The room still glowed electric blue, synth lights flickering through the haze. Your wine glass cold beside the speakers, like you vanished in the middle of a phrase. The record looped without emotion, soft static filling up the air. And somehow the silence felt louder the moment you weren't there. You wore heartbreak like designer fabric, perfect posture, distant eyes. Every touch felt beautifully temporary, like neon burning before it dies. I watched your shadow cross the hallway while the bassline shook the floor. You kissed me like a final warning, then disappeared behind the door. The his were building toward the chorus, but you were already gone. And the whole room turned cinematic when loneliness came on. And you left before the skin started crying, before the river swallowed the night, before the drums could tell the story of how we slowly lost music understands heartbreak better than words ever could. Because the saddest sounds arrive right after love turns into memory for good. Every day the same, started crying, and now the echoes agreeing. Every bassline sentimental, every chorus bends again. And somewhere between the static, your ghost still dances through the haze, like a song refusing to fade away. The suns kept crying through the morning while the city turned to gold, but your silence stayed beside me, colder than before. Sunset in the morning, rain crawling down the windshield slow. The highway empty, but my mind racing, nowhere left for me to go. Your voicemail playing through the speakers, soft static wrapped around your tone. Funny how your voice still finds me, even when I'm driving alone. Dashboard lights against my hands, street signs blurring into gold. You said love fades like radio signals, but your frequency still won't let go. I took the long way through the city, past the places we used to breathe. Every traffic light felt haunted, every shadow looked like your silhouette to me. Late night engines humming softly, bassline shaking through my chest. Your words echo through the speakers like a ghost I can't disconnect. Your voice through the car speakers in a grease at 3 a.m. sounded sweeter than sleep again. Every whisper wrapped around me like smoke drifting through the wind. You said my name like a slow song fading, like heartbreak soaked in gasoline. Now every empty road keeps replaying what we almost used to be. The city glowed beneath the rainfall, chrome reflections on the hood. Your laughter melted through the static, still sounding dangerously good. I kept driving past the sunrise, trying not to call you back, but loneliness sounds louder when your memory rides in the back. Maybe some voices never leave us. Maybe certain love stays wired inside, because every midnight radio station still feels like you beside me tonight. Your voice through the car speakers heard at 3 a.m. still turns highways into memories again. Every breath sounds cinematic, every silence cuts too deep. And somewhere beneath the dashboard glow, your ghost still sings along with me, while the city slowly disappears into endless streetlight dreams. Engine humming through the darkness, rain fading into dawn, but your voice still lives inside the speakers long after you've gone. Red lights glowing through the rain, your perfume still trapped inside my coat. The city moved in slow reflections while your goodbye stayed in my throat. Taxi tires cutting through puddles, neon bleeding across the glass. I still feel you in the silence every time another car passes. You wore jasmine mixed with danger, soft enough to pull me close, but every kiss came with distance, like loving someone already gone. Your hand rested near the window, watching strangers drift through the night. Meanwhile I kept chasing feelings you were already leaving behind. Streetlights flicker like old memories, every signal changes too fast, but your scent still hangs around me like a moment refusing to pass. Perfume floating through traffic lights, your ghost rides every boulevard tonight. Champagne breath and velvet heartbreak still wrapped around my mind. Every intersection feels familiar, every skyline repeats your eyes. Now the whole city smells like losing you under burning neon skies. Slow soul records through the speakers, bass vibrating through the doors. You leaned your head against my shoulder, like forever still meant something more. The rain turned gold beneath the headlights, your lipstick faded on the cup. I should've known from your silence you were already giving up. Maybe memories live inside, and maybe heartbreak stains the air, because no matter where I drive now I still find traces of you there. but I stayed frozen in the glow while your perfume faded slowly into streets I'll never know. The room still carries your silhouette, like smoke trapped inside velvet curtains. Even the moonlight feels unfinished since you stopped reaching for me first. Coffee cup still on the counter, half the lipstick faded on the rim. Funny how silence gets louder when love disappears this thin. You used to dance around my kitchen, bare feet sliding across cold tile. Late night records spinning slowly while you wore my hoodie like a child. Now the ceiling fan keeps turning like it's trying to rewind time. And every corner of this apartment still repeats your goodbye. You left softly without warning, but your memory slams every door. Keep hearing your laughter echo like you never left at all. Your shadows stay longer than you did, still sleeping beside me when the lights go dim. Your ghost lives inside against the balcony, street lights bleeding indigo. I replay every unfinished sentence, every touch I failed to hold. Your perfume still trapped in my blankets, your fingerprints live on my glass. Funny how love can disappear, but leave the feeling attached. people aren't meant to stay. Maybe they only come to haunt. Maybe your love was never mine, just borrowed warmth I couldn't stop wanting. Your shadow stayed longer than you did. Even a sunrise feels counterfeit. I still reach across empty sheets, like your body never left them. And every song inside this city still somehow sounds like us again. So I keep driving through the midnight, hoping your ghost might let me in. Your shadow still. Long after your headlights faded, long after your heartbeat vanished, long after you stood, you believed. Violet lights dripping from the ceiling, like bruised stars over our heads. Your reflection floated through the bottle, while silence slowly filled the bed. The penthouse windows held the skyline, but your eyes were somewhere far away. Even luxury feels empty when love starts decaying. Crystal glasses and soft confessions, your fingertips cold against my chest. You smiled like you were hiding something, a goodbye dressed up as elegance. Slow jazz leaking through the speakers, while your makeup shimmered in the dark. You look beautiful and dangerous, like heartbreak wearing couture art. Every touch became a warning, every kiss tasted bittersweet. The room was full of neon heaven, but your soul felt out of reach. Champagne teas are violet LED. You cried luxury all over me, gold emotions falling slowly, like diamonds drowning in the beat. Your shadow moved through purple smoke, soft lies wrapped inside designer love. And even while you held my body, I knew your heart was giving up. Rain rolled down the glass in silence, city lights blurred into haze. You danced slowly in the kitchen, like you were trying to escape. Your perfume lingered on the marble, mixed with expensive cigarettes. And every second felt cinematic, the kind people never forget. Maybe love was never meant to survive rooms this beautiful. Maybe we confuse the loneliness for something eternal. Champagne tears under very LEDs. Now your ghost still lives inside me. Every neon light reminds me how perfect sadness used to be. I still hear your voice in reverb, still feel your fingers on my skin. And every luxury hotel room feels haunted once again. The bottle's empty on the counter, but your memory keeps pouring slow. Violet lights still paint the ceiling, while I drink alone below. Last night felt like forever, until the sky started turning pale. Your silhouette fading in the doorway, like a story I was never meant to tell. The city's still breathing behind us, but we stopped breathing the same. And all that neon celebration turned into something I can't name. We were laughing through the chaos, drowning pain in midnight sound. Every kiss felt like ignition, but nothing ever slowed us down. You said love was just a moment, something you don't hold too tight. So I held you like a secret I knew would disappear by light. The bass was shaking through the ceiling, like it knew it wouldn't last. And every second we were dancing was already in the past. I was feeling good until the morning hurt again. Neon dreams dissolving into pain. We were everything and nothing, like smoke inside the rain. You looked at me like forever, then turned into someone I don't know. Now the silence hits like thunder, where your heartbeat used to go. Empty bottles on the counter, faded lipstick on my shirt. You left softness in your footsteps, but took the mean when you turned. The sunrise came without permission, pain brought me back to pain again. Sunlight crawling through the curtains, no more music left to play, just the echo of a feeling that didn't stay. Elevator doors close slowly, like the city holding its breath. Your perfume lingered in the silence, mixed with cigarette smoke and regret. Floor numbers glowing in reflection, cold gold lights against your face. You stood beside me like a stranger, already halfway gone from this place. Your heels echo through the marble, soft enough to break me quietly. Every second felt suspended, like time was scared to leave. You fixed your makeup in the mirror while avoiding my tired eyes. The whole room smelled like endings wrapped inside designer lies. We rolled onward through the silence, two hearts drifting out of sync. And somewhere between those floors I felt forever slip from me. The elevator smelled like your last goodbye, luxury perfume and unfinished nights. Your shadow faded beneath hotel lights, while my soul stayed trapped inside. Every mirror held your reflection, every breath felt cold and thin. On every elevator ride reminds me how beautifully we ended. Rain pressed softly on the windows, far below the sleeping streets. The skyline blurred into emotion while your fingers slipped from me. You whispered something about timing, but heartbreak drowned the words away. All I remember is your silence floating through that silver space. Maybe love dies quietly, not with chaos but with stillness, like elevator music playing softly while two people stop existing. The elevator smelled like your last goodbye. Now every penthouse view feels haunted at night. Champagne memories and violet shadows still replay behind my eyes. And every time those doors close slowly, I hear your heels against the floor, like the city keeps reopening, a wound I can't ignore. Floor numbers disappearing downward, your perfume fading into air. And somewhere beneath the skyline, I still feel